Have you ever wished that there was a safe way to build a bridge over a lava lake? Well, after watching this video, you will be able to. I'll be showing you how to build this super easy lava lake bridge builder. There are a bunch of different flying machines and a bunch of ones that can automatically build bridges. Most of them will use a dispenser and a water bucket or a bucket of lava to automatically build a bridge anywhere. But this one doesn't mess with any of that stuff, it simply turns the lava from the lava lake into basalt. But if you would like to see a tutorial for a bridge maker that builds the bridge on its own without needing a lava lake, simply let me know in the comments and I will do my best to get it done just for you. This lava lake design, however, is way easier to build than the automatic bridge makers because you don't have to worry about timing a dispenser or any of that other nonsense. Really, the only part that's sort of time consuming is setting up the build area. Not only is the nether super dangerous, so you need to build yourself a little safe house, but you also need to make sure that the flying machine doesn't scrape the bottom. You don't want the slime blocks to try to pick up the floor or anything else like that. So you do need to do a little bit of cleanup before you can start building it, but we'll go over all of that right now. Simply start off by going to the lava lake that you wish to bridge over, and really the bigger the better. The bigger the lake, the deeper it will be, and the less likelihood that there will be things that obstruct your flying machine. If it does run into something, it will just stop, and you can actually go to it, dig out the blocks around it, and restart it, and it will simply just keep going. To start off, go to the edge of the lake where you're going to build the bridge and just simply dig underneath the lava. You'll be able to hear if you're breaking blocks or not, so just kind of clear out anything that you can around the area. And then build yourself a safe house so that mobs don't pester you while you're trying to build the machine. This isn't really necessary, but you wouldn't want a ghast blowing you up while you're building it. So then we need to clear out some area, so start off by flattening it out, flush with the lava lake, and your work area is going to be 5 blocks wide. The machine is actually 3 blocks wide, you just need to make sure that the slime doesn't come into contact with any other blocks. And while you're clearing out the area, just straighten up the edge of the lava lake, and then do the same thing that you did earlier, dig down as much as you can, just try to clear out all the blocks that are underneath the lava in this little area. The shore is going to be more shallow than the rest of the lake, so really the shore is all you have to worry about. And then you're going to dig down 3 in your 5 wide area, and before knocking out that wall to keep the lava at bay, just be sure that there's some holes underneath the lava so the lava doesn't flow into your new work area. And again, just clear out all the blocks that are underneath the lava. Odds are, as long as you made sure to clear out the blocks under the lava as you built this, there should be enough room for it to go. But if you want to be doubly sure, you can use a potion of fire resistance, and you'll actually be able to swim and see under lava, so you can see if there's any blocks that might be in the way. The machine will only need a 3-block clearance. That is the top layer of lava, and then 2 more layers of lava underneath that. You can also use these potions to fix the machine if it does run into the floor and stops. You can just break out the blocks around the machine and then tell it to start going again. But now let's get into the building. So start off by placing temporary blocks until you're flush with the lava lake. Then place an observer that's looking out over the air block above the lava lake. Then break out your temporary blocks and place 2 slime blocks behind that observer, and then grab your sticky piston and place a sticky piston facing the back right there behind the observer, and then place 2 slime blocks attached to that sticky piston, and then place a regular piston facing toward the observer in this bottom section right here. And then grab your slime, come to the back of the machine, and we're going to place 5 slime, starting with the top right here, then going off to one of the sides, then 3 down, and then 1 over like so. And then this little hole in the middle, we're going to place an observer facing the back, and you're basically done. Now all that's left is to place the blue ice on the top diagonally up from this observer, and a piece of soul soil diagonally down from the observer. Now whenever lava passes between the soul soil and the blue ice, it will automatically turn into basalt. Then before sending it on its way, just make sure that none of the slime blocks are touching any other blocks. But then when you're ready, simply place a block or a button or anything on that observer, and it should just start going. Now again, if it ever gets stuck, you can use a potion of fire resistance to go mine out the blocks that's touching the slime, and then restart it by triggering that back observer. So, if it doesn't make it the whole way, if it runs into the floor, just go grab yourself a potion of fire resistance so that you can go underneath and fix it. It's also a good idea to stay within simulation distance of this machine. If you don't and it becomes unloaded, it may or may not stop. If it stops though, all you have to do is trigger that back observer and it should just continue on its way. Another idea is building another one of these mirrored from the first one so that it's building a 2-wide bridge instead of a 1-wide bridge. And as you can see, you can ride this flying machine, but I would not recommend it. Definitely do not do this in survival unless you have a potion of fire resistance on hand ready to go. Flying machines tend to be unstable and they tend to glitch you through them when you try to ride them. But once it reaches the other side, it will stop and you now have a permanent basalt bridge for you to cross the lava lake. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing for more redstone tutorials, command block tutorials, build videos, art time lapses, and more. But until next time, I've been your host, OmLedu, hopefully teaching you a redstone trick or two, and reminding you, as always, don't forget to have fun. Bye-bye.